unstoppable. This is my youth. The fleshy part of me wanted a tall man and a career man. But the spiritual part of me wanted a gentle, a kind, a God-fearing, a prayerful man, a man of God. Hello everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Damaris Paul.
And my name is Mr. William Powell. And we're about to get a journey up today, so just buckle up because we have an interesting story for you today. This is about how we met. How we really met. So first of all, I would say I apologize for my voice. Should I say I apologize for my voice? I lost my voice. If you see me on Saturday struggling to talk, know that Friday was a powerful time in church. So yeah, my voice is gone, but that's not a problem. And we want to just apologize for you all. You've been waiting for us for this video to come out. We know we have been slacking. We have just so much to handle, but we are here today. So welcome to our YouTube channel. We'll be talking on how we really met. So you want to start? Yeah, so please buckle up because we're about to begin our journey with the Powers. So you know what, I will just ladies first, as they say, so go ahead and start. But whatever story we tell today that will be unfolded, I have the official copy, she has the unofficial copy, so just know I'm licensed, and every story will be validated by my story, so just keep that in mind as we go through this journey with the Powers. Well, why would everything be validated by your story as if you are the only one that was... Are you the only participant in that story? Because I have the actual story. Anyway, so yes, we met back in 2015. Some of you have a little bit of idea about when we started. Some of you may think we started in 2018. Yes, we started dating in 2018, but before then we were friends. I wouldn't say friends. Let's stick to acquaintances. Okay. We were acquaintances, not really friends. I mean, we knew each other. That was 2015. We started from a warehouse, guys. We started to know each other from a warehouse, Limited Brands. If you're in Ohio, you know Limited Brands, that distribution center. Reynoldsburg, Ohio. There where we started from. And when was the first time we met? Remind me again. I don't even remember the day. I cannot remember the day, but I do know that we used to walk on the same line. She was a picker. Yes, we used to pick brass, pipes, and all. That was so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, we met there. We actually were not friends. I just knew that this was a co-worker. I just knew him as a co-worker. And then, what did you see that time? What happened? I actually saw nothing. I just saw a lady that was very much... This girl was strong. This girl was a hard worker. If you guys are familiar with a warehouse, when you're working at a warehouse, at a distribution center, you realize that if you're a picker or a packer, they have metrics that they follow. They have time that you have to get caught up with. And she did not only get caught up with her time, but she worked 2 times faster than the regular time. So her name will be on the board every day as the highest picker or packer for that the previous day of work. Whilst the guys will be struggling, this girl will be speeding up her work. Well, that is very true. Yes, at least I can say now that you have the original side of the story, maybe for this one. So yes, I was a very hard worker that time. I think I'm so thankful for where I grew up. I grew up in a village where we used to walk a lot. My mom and I would did a lot and stuff like that. So I think my energy came from where I grew up. So yeah, there was no surprise in that. Yeah, and so after the warehouse, we just knew each other. We see each other passing by. Hi. I just knew. Did I even know you by your name? Nope. I never even used to say hi to him. But I remember after I left the warehouse, one day I was living on Kroger. I was living behind Kroger on Moss Road. If you guys are familiar with the old Kroger that was on Carr Road, you would know that Kroger. So one day I left my home in the morning. I met him at Kroger. I was like, oh, I remember you. I think that's when we shared contacts.
Yep, that was the first time we shared contacts. And what year was that?
It was still 2015 though.
You sure?
It was still 2015 because the next time that we met was when I started Columbus State. It was still 2015.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
It was still 2015. So fast forward to 2016, I started going to Columbus State where we met again. You want to narrate that story?
Yeah, you narrate that. I narrated the first one.
So we met in Columbus State. I loved music. I love music. Music is my life. And one thing that we used to do together was we sang a lot during breaks. We were not in the same class, but we would meet, we would just text. Since we had each other's contact, we would text and be like, hey, where are you? I'm around this place on campus. So we would meet, and one song that we used to sing a lot. What was that song?
Sweeter in springtime,
pure and sunshine,
ever my soul
will be. Jesus, you're beautiful to me, so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Jesus, you're beautiful to me. All right, guys, that was one of the songs that we used to do a lot. Like, I love Sissy Winans that time. I still love her. But that song, oh my God, that was our main song. And one more thing, I'm going to show you guys something.
Okay, I don't know what she's going for, but we will put that in the video, what she's having. So, we will put that in the video.
Right here, this is what caught me with you. I think I should share this secret today. So,
okay,
oh my God.
All ears. Can you come and say back? I am all ears.
So,
I did not know this part. I did not see that coming at all, I'll tell you that.
So, this, right? This is what we used to play. We used to sing, like, I got attracted to him because of this.
My clutch?
Your clutch and the tablet. I just loved how, I just loved the way he would present himself in school. He had this backpack that he usually always carries, and in there was his computer and this. So every time that we meet, he would just pull this up, put it like this, and then he'll pull up the song. And we'll be looking at the song and thinking, like, people would come from everywhere just asking, oh wow, that is beautiful. You guys sing so beautiful. And I want to hear your own side of the story.
Hey guys, so real quick, so if the key to getting a good woman is a clutch and a Samsung tablet, okay? Those are the single guys out there, just know that. A clutch and a Samsung tablet.
Oh God.
That's the key to getting a good woman.
Yeah.
And so it was a wonderful time. We will go out in the open doing our breaks, playing our breaks and lunches together at school, and just to sit in the open and just sing. People would surround us. To us, we're not really singing anything good, just being ourselves. But yet people would surround us and just watch us sing beautifully, harmonize our voices, and it went well. So that was the second time.
That was the third time. The first time was at warehouse. The second time was in Kroger, where we got to share our contacts, and the third time was in school.
And after that, so with Columbus State, so at the time we were friends. We're not acquaintances anymore.
Yeah.
I had your contact, you had my contact, and we became friends.
Yeah. Then I left Columbus State, guys. I stopped going to Columbus State. But one day, a co-worker of mine invited me to church. I think they were having a fire conference or something. So she invited me to church. I went there, and then
Let me explain that.
no, he's gonna lie.
Hey, you all listen to this. So
No.
I left Columbus State. I mean, she knows it already. And like I said, I have the official copy of this discussion. So just listen to me, okay? I left Columbus State. I mean, I did not leave, but we actually left Columbus State. I think I had graduated by then, or something happened. But then a co-worker of mine. Matter of fact, I was still attending. No, I did not graduate, but I was still attending Columbus State when I was a member of this church. But at the time, she was not a member of this church, because I remember when I was working at the warehouse, Mom said, a co-worker of mine, she invited me at this church. I was looking for church. The first church I went to, I needed a spirit-filled church. I had left New Jersey and came to Ohio. But then I've been praying to God, I need you to direct me to the right church that you want me to get connected with. But then the first two churches I went, they were good. They were spirit-filled. But I'm a person that I like to hear from God before I make a move. So I said, you know what? I went in the church, my spirit was not settled. Those two churches. And I told myself, you know what? God, this is how the Holy Spirit deals with me. When I'm unsettled in a place, He doesn't want me in that place. That's how He does with me. But when I'm at peace, I know that where I should be. But my first time in this church that they were having the fire conference during that time, my very first time, as soon as I entered the door, my spirit was so at peace as I have been in a long time. I have not been in a long time, and I knew that's where I belong. Fast forward, she came along.
It is my story now. So I'm the one that came to the church. So let me share that part.
Okay.
So I think God does things in mysterious ways. At that time, I was looking for a home church too. I was in the Presbyterian church that time, and then at some point I felt like I needed to be in a different place. I felt like I just needed a new church. So I tried a couple of churches. My friend would tell me, "Oh, Damaris is attending. Like she goes to church 2 shifts or something like that. You know, like I'll go first shift in the Presbyterian church, then second shift in this other church." Until that day, a co-worker of mine invited me to their fire conference, which I attended. And then from that day, I was like, yes, this is it. This is a church that I want to attend. And guess what? That church is called Jesus Power Assemblies of God Church. And that is where we are today.
Yes.
It's been 5 years, almost 6 years.
Yeah, and if you're in Ohio or Arizona, you don't have a home church.
So when I came, I started going to that church. And then one day I saw this guy on stage, like singing in the choir. I was like, William is here again? Like, I mean, it was so crazy. I saw him there. Then later on, I joined the choir, and then we started singing in church together. And then what happened? I joined CA. I think he was already part of Christ Ambassador.
I was in the leadership. I think I was the treasurer.
Treasurer, yes. So I joined that. And I think it's just from there that we started building our friendship. We started like hanging out a lot together. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Before that, guys, so just see the track record here, right? If you watch her speak, you notice that she said, I have followed him. I have followed him. I met him here. I met him at Columbus State. I met him at church. I met him in the church choir. I met him in CA, which is Christ Ambassadors. That's the young adult group in the church. So what comes to your mind? This beautiful lady has been stalking me for a very long time.
Hey,
a very long time she's been stalking.
May God forgive you in the name of Jesus. May God forgive your sins.
It's okay. It's okay. You succeeded. Your plan worked, and we are here today. But let's proceed.
Okay, so one thing too that I love doing, like I would go to concert by myself. I used to attend a lot of concerts. Until this day, Pastor Cobbs was coming to World Harvest Church. I invited him. I told him about it. I think your auntie too. She knew about it. So we started going to places like this, concerts and stuff like that. He used to be a keyboard player. He used to play keyboard, but now, hey, that skill is dead.
No, I had passion. I was not a keyboard player. I was a beginner's level from YouTube. I mean, I used to sing one song. I was a keyboard player for us.
For us,
only.
yes.
For us. Apart from that, you don't want to put me behind the keyboard, trust me.
Yes, he used to play keyboard. After church, we would go to the park. Like, we went to different parks just to play keyboard, and it was so fun. Like, it was something that we really loved. I loved singing, and he loved playing that. I think the reason why he was playing that and showing up all the time for that is because he wanted me. You know what I mean? Like, he just wanted, like, he never said no to anything. He never said no. When I say let's go here, he will come. When I say let's do this, he will come, because he was actually trying to, like, get his way in.
So guys, okay, this is the point where we check ourselves. Well, anyways, she's right, some partly right. Yes, of course, we love music, we love to hang out together. That's one thing we realized that we had a lot of things in common. That's what really make our relationship more cohesive. So yeah, we will go to concerts together, and it was fun. These are things that we had in common. A lot we had in common.
Yeah.
We love Jesus, we love God, we love music, and a lot of other things. She likes to write, I like to write, we like to read.
Love to travel, love to just drive around. I'm sorry for cutting you.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I remember very first trip outside of Columbus was at Cleveland Botanical Garden.
Yeah.
We went to Cleveland Botanical. We were not dating then. We were not dating. I tell you, all of this hangouts and all of that stuff, we were not even dating. And then we went there just to hang out and stuff like that. Then I remember one day at the park. This guy, I think it was around May or something. My birthday had passed. And then my birthday is in March, but this was around May. This guy came with a big gift. I mean, this necklace was good. It was a gold necklace. He had taken out the price tag from there, and then he gave it to me. So I went behind. Actually, he didn't take out the price tag. He kind of just drew a line on it. They canceled it with a black ink. So I took the necklace. I went home. I was like, let me see what this is. I opened it. I was trying to, like, see the price and all of that. This guy had. So I found out that this necklace was expensive. I mean, no one has ever given me such a gift, you know. Maybe it was just a normal gift given to a regular friend, but this guy, he gave me an expensive gold necklace. I suspected something was going on, and I tell you what, I was not wrong, because what came after that will shock you. What happened? What happened after?
I don't know what happened.
A couple of weeks after.
So guys, first of all, I'm a good giver. I like to give gifts. I feel guilty when I'm giving gift and it's not something of value. But yet, there are certain gifts that I don't give, and there are certain gifts that I give. So I knew that I had to give this special lady something of value. You know, as a man, you when you see what you want, you go for it.
Yeah.
No, it's not an answer. For me, for her, I don't know how she saw us at the time. Maybe she thought that she was just seeing a guy that she wanted to put hand on the shoulder or put her hand on the shoulders and just have fun around. But for me, I had started seeing her way long before all of those things. So I was just sowing some seeds here and there. But everything was genuine though. But then I had to do those things just as hints and other things before the major thing comes on.
Yeah, he's true. It is true. He's a very good giver, and that's one thing that I really appreciate him for that. But me on the other side, although he was like sowing little seeds and all that, I didn't see it. I wasn't. Of course, I wasn't even in a relationship that time. I was in a relationship, and so that means I was never thinking about anything or the possibilities of us ever being together. I just loved hanging out with him because he was just so genuine and so kind, caring. And so every time like things would be going wrong with me or things happening, he was one of the people that I would call anytime, and he would be there for me. So I never saw this happening. I didn't see us being together. And then something happened. We love Cold Stone ice cream. We love Cold Stone ice cream. So this day after church, I think it was Sharon Woods Park. We went to Sharon Woods Park, played our music, and then I was like, let's go eat ice cream. I know of this place that their ice cream is good, Cold Stone. I think that's the first time I introduced Cold Stone ice cream to you.
Was it?
Yeah, that's the first time I introduced. So I took him to Cold Stone ice cream in Westerville, and we ate this ice cream. As we are eating, I saw this guy watching at me. I was so, like, the level at which he was like staring at me. I was like, is everything okay? I think I even asked you if everything was okay. He was there looking at me. I think in his hand he was trying to say this thing, but the thing was not coming out. He was trying to talk to me. He was trying to like pour out his feelings, but he couldn't say it. I was like, what's going on? He said nothing. I think after a couple of minutes after, he was like, Damaris, I want to talk to you. I said, oh yeah, I want to listen. I'm listening. Tell me. He was like, so we have been friends for a while now, and I have been observing you, and I feel like I am falling. When he said that, I said, okay, let's talk about this some more time. I didn't even want to listen to it, because like, I just know, like you trust a friend, like you just know that this is my friend, and then they come up with something different. Like, I'm like, so because to be in a relationship is very difficult. That means I will not look at you like this without feeling guilty. I will not look at you like this without feeling like, oh yeah, maybe. I will not hold your hand and we will just walk without me feeling like, oh, maybe there's something going on. You know what I mean? Because if we are just friends, and we are just friends, we just love each other like that, we just like to hang out with each other like that, holding hands wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
But you start to like think about feelings like that. Holding hands will kind of just mean something. I mean, like maybe he's trying to get me, or maybe looking into somebody's eyes to be like, oh, maybe she's trying to, like, what's she trying to do? So that was one thing that I was a little frustrated about. Then, because hanging out every Sunday was a thing for us, I think a couple of weeks later, he opened up again.
No, it was months.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was months. Like when I told you that, and you were like, the main reason why you did not really want a relationship with me was not really because you were still entangled with this relationship with this guy. You are getting out of this relationship with this guy.
Not completely, babe.
Yeah, you had taken a year break, and you and I discussed a lot. And then at times you were telling me that you over him, but at times you were telling me that
I'm back.
You are back. So I knew some way somehow that you and this guy are out. The main reason why you did not want a relationship with me at the time was because you did not see yourself being in a relationship with me. Not for the thought that you were still in a relationship, because you actually was not.
Yeah. It was so complicated. It was such a difficult thing, and I don't even know.
And so I waited for you. I told you, I said, think about it.
Yeah.
I would.
You were very patient.
Yeah, because this is what, guys. If you're a guy, you're out there, you see something in a lady, you know that's what you want. Go for it, because lady are like cars, auction cars. If you don't put your bid in, another car lover will put a bid in and win that car. So I knew, I was very much sure of what I wanted. So I was tenacious to get what I wanted. I had a tenacity. So I said, you know what? I'll wait for you. You know, I did tell her that I wait for her. I waited, but I kept her close because I didn't want. I was making sure that I'm not shoulder that she would cry on. She need a shoulder. I'm not friend that she would call out. She need to hang out.
Yeah.
So when she's thinking about somebody, then I will be that person, because out of sight at times it means out of mind.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get out of mind, so I kept her in my sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I was very patient. A lot of months passed by, and I was still patient. We're still normal friends and hanging out until this October 14, 2018.
What happened is, like I said, I was struggling with this relationship. I just wanted to fix that relationship, but at some point I just prayed against it. Like I was like, God, if this is not for me, take it away from me. Let me finish it. Let just close my mind from it, that I wouldn't think about it no more. And I had a dream. One night I had a dream, and in that dream, one man of God came to me and asked me, he was like, Damaris, are you married or not married? So he was like, I see you standing, one leg is in and one leg is out. So I was in a confused state. So he was like, you are not. The relationship that you think you are in, it is not gonna work. So when I got up from that dream, I tell you what, the relationship that I spent 1 year to fix. I closed it that moment. Like I got over it that morning. And I called that man of God. I was like, man of God, I had a dream and you did this and this is how I feel this moment. And that is how I got freed. And our next meeting, I don't even remember, I think it was one after church one day. After church, we went to Polaris Mall at this restaurant, and what happened?
So I had guys, you know me, I'm very much calculated. I calculate myself. I pre-plan. That's why I hate lack of plan, lack of preparation. I prepared myself very well. I have pre-planned myself about a week because I knew what I was going to tell her. I had structured everything. I was like, this is it. If this lady does not see me as the guy that she can be in a relationship with, I don't want to be anymore that friend wanting something more, but then giving a lot but not getting anything much back based on my expectation. So let me go to her and let her know my feelings again. Months after I proposed to her, let me go to her and see. If she says no, I respect her decision, but we cannot really continue in my mind that friendship because I wanted more. She probably doesn't want more. So that day, hey guys, if you're a single guy here listening, these are the words I still remember that I told her. After a lot of conversation, eating, I held her two hands because she was sitting across to me in the table, and I held her two hands and I said, baby, a few months ago I expressed how much I love you. I expressed my feelings for you, and that feelings have not changed. As a matter of fact, it has added up like a wildfire. I just want to let you know that I got you. You can trust me. If rain falls, if you fall from the cloud, from the sky, I will be there to grab you whenever you fall. If rain falls, I will be your umbrella. If sun shines, I will be your sunglasses. If wind blows, I will be your pillar to hold. But you just gotta trust me because I got you. So I'll be your pillar to hold. You can hold me as a foundation pillar that holds the house together. So, and I added some other spices to it, but I really poured out my heart to her. And then, what did you say?
So yes, I'll be with you.
She was so emotional. Did you cry that day?
I didn't.
You can cry in your heart.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. Anyway, guys, so I think a little message that I want to give to you today, a little lesson that I want to give to my ladies out there is to keep your eyes open, or be nice to your friends, be nice to the guys around you. Sometimes your husband is right by you, but because your eyes are too focused on the other side, you don't get to see it. We are looking at something from a distance, but the person is right next to you. Just because of the characteristics or the list of things that you want in a guy, the list of things that you want in this person, you don't get to see that the one that God is actually bringing to you. So keep your eyes closed a little bit. It is good to look far. It is good to be ambitious. It is good to desire, but also don't let over ambition cloud your mind from seeing what is around you. Because my husband was actually right by me, but I spent 2 years in a relationship that almost took my life. I didn't know about it. So make sure that you look around you too before you look far away. Look around you too, because he may be just close.
That's right. And one thing is, like you said, you guys have a bucket list of what type of guy to get, what type of lady to get. My wife, she wanted a tall guy, maybe I think a fair guy and maybe a guy that maybe is a doctor or a lawyer.
Actually, not.
Or someone that has she. And then when I met her, I was like, I wasn't any of those things. I'm not a tall guy, I'm not a fair guy, I'm not a doctor or a lawyer.
But they had a good heart.
Exactly. And she said that's what got attracted me to her, because of my heart.
Yeah.
And guys, please, one thing you should not leave out of your search is praying a lot.
Yeah.
I pray, I have prayed for my wife and my kids way before in high school. I have been praying for the lady that I would marry before high school, for my kids. Up to now, I don't have a kid, we don't have a kid, but we still pray for our kids. So when I set my eyes on something, I believe that because of my prayer, that thing will come to fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
So don't leave prayer out of it, because by strength no man shall prevail. Although you have to do the search yourself, but you have to pray for God to direct you to the right path.
Yeah.
And please don't stop this bucket list. Get a prayerful lady, a prayerful man, someone that has the love of God, and everything else will follow. And someone, of course, that has potential, someone that has trends in their life. Not just only someone that has vision, because everyone can have vision, but you have to see is there, because one thing that brings vision to life is strength, is consistency. Is there consistency in that person's life? Then you know that that's somebody you can be with, although they are nothing, but it will become something. Yeah. So please keep that in mind. And
that is so powerful. That is so powerful.
Yeah.
And guys, ladies, again, I think I'm talking to ladies and you're talking to men. So ladies, like my husband said, one thing that I really wanted, not needed, I really wanted was a tall, handsome, big guy.
You
right?
got one of it, handsome. I am handsome.
I mean, yes, I got one of it.
Yes.
So actually, I wanted a tall, big guy, right? And then, of course, with a good career, that is what the selfish, the fleshy part of me was asking. But the spiritual part of me was asking for a humble, a kind, a gentle, a God-fearing, a prayerful man. So I saw these two things. I wanted a tall man, which is why it kept me so long. It took me so long to see this relationship. It took me so long to get into this relationship with everything that I have, right? Because my fleshy part was still looking at the tall man, was still looking at the career man. But my other side, the spiritual part of me, was looking at this gentle, because he's so gentle. It was looking at this. So I didn't want to let him go.
So yeah, that's right. You have to see guys, some of you guys out there are looking for ladies. Just keep in mind that you can. One thing you have to do, you can't just go out and start looking. It's good you have to find the lady, but you have to keep a prayerful mind too, because I did not just get this lady by just looking. I have been praying. I prayed for my wife, my kids a long time ago. I think I mentioned that before, but I prayed for them a lot. Back in high school, that's when I started praying for them. A lot of years ago. And then so when I saw her, I knew she was my wife before I even start all of these things with her. And I was not letting go. I was not about to give up, no matter what. Whether she saw me as that guy she had planned, as that doctor or the lawyer or whatever it is, or that career guy. I mean, I was working 10 hours an hour job, 2 jobs. One of the jobs was night shift, minimum wage, and the other job was $10 an hour. At the time I was not there, but then she talked about potential. It's about potential. You have to see, once the guy has a potential or the lady has a potential, you go for potential. Not only potential, but is that person being consistent with that potential? Because everyone can have a potential, not every potential that can become a substance.
Oh my God.
Yes, so it's consistency that makes a potential become a substance. So these are things that you have to watch out for, and make sure you are spiritually connected with that person, not just physically, not just socially. It's very important that you are spiritually connected with that person you want to get in a relationship with. If not, a lot can go wrong. A lot will go wrong.
Wow, that is so powerful. It is good to have vision. It's good to have the list of things that you want. It is good. But sometimes the list too can be a distraction to us.
We have people around us, potential husbands, potential partners around us, but because we are too focused on what is ahead, we forget to look around.
So guys, thank you for watching today's episode of Joining with the Power. This is titled How We Met. I hope you enjoy watching it, and I hope these lessons will be useful to you. Those of you that don't have a relationship, I hope it'll be very useful to you, and I hope our lifestyle can be attractive enough to you that you can fashion something in like manner as God would have it. But till we meet again, this is Mr. Powell, and this is Mrs. Powell.
Thank you guys so much for staying with us. I hope this has been impactful to you, and please follow us on Instagram, Journey with the Power 2021. Subscribe so you stay updated, and also comment if you have been inspired by this video. Also like and share this video with your friends and their friends and their friends. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye everyone.